The job is not done when you get the six pack. The job is done when you get the six pack and you're back at eating at maintenance calories. Too many times I have seen people or known people that got six pack abs, 2 weeks later they ballooned straight back up and messed up all their progress. And people seem to have this perception that, no, you can't keep it off, it's just for a photo. No. It absolutely can be kept off. And this whole purpose of doing this is a lifestyle that we've now chose to lead. This is not get abs for a photo for a holiday and then go back to being the oaf that you were before. That's obviously not what we're here to do. So this video I'm going to teach you, how do you keep the abs once you work so hard to get them? Because there's nothing more painful than actually having something of value and losing it. You probably prefer to have not even had it in the first place. So let's say right now you have just got the six pack. The first thing I'll tell you is fucking pause. Before you do anything, stop. Stay exactly as you were. Do not make any drastic changes, because you will have the incessant urge to binge. You've been restricted from having certain things. So you will have the incessant urge, no matter what it was, it may have been food you've never even been before, to go and eat them, because now you don't have to. Now you don't have to say no, because you achieved the goal. You did what you set out to, you got the abs. And in a weird way, on the way down to getting the goal, it was kind of easier, because you knew it's black and white. It's don't eat the food, don't eat anything outside of this meal plan. It's yes and no. It's there's no room for maybe. No, it's a simple map that you follow to get there. However, at this stage now, you've got the goal. The leeway can be greater, because you now think, we've done it, so we're done. What's next? That is the most dangerous point. That, if you do not grab a hold of yourself, that's how you'll fuck it up, and you'll be very annoyed at yourself, and you'll have to do a cleanup phase after, because you've messed it up. So pause. Now, first thing I'll tell you, keep your cardio in. It doesn't need to be 40, 50, 60, 70 minutes per day, but it does need to be 30 minutes per day, because if you follow my channel, you know that we drive output higher first, so we can keep your food higher, so that your performance in the gym is better, so that your appetite is not absolutely through the roof. So your cardio had to get high. But again, you wanted to become an athlete and look like one, so that's okay. Bring your cardio down to 30 minutes per day as your very first move. Let's say you hit the goal on the Saturday, final photos got taken there, amazing. From there, Sunday onwards, you're then into 30 minutes of cardio per day. You're still burning through. You're still keeping your cardio high. You're then going to slowly increase the food in a staircase-like method and approach. Protein should not have been touched, so that will stay the same. The very first thing you're going to add is carbohydrates around the workout. Now, you've got the option where and when you add this in. And this, I would say two things. It depends on how much gym floor performance dipped off versus how hungry are you actually. The reason I say this is, if your gym floor performance started to dip, we want to get that back up for sure. However, if you're ravenous and you need to eat, you feel like you need to eat, fiber and volume is what you need into the diet straight away. So ask yourself that question. Which is dropping off more? Gym floor performance or your appetite? And if it is your appetite, I want you to add carbohydrates still, but I want you to add white potato to your meals, or you add oats. And if you want to try and hit two birds with one stone, you're going to add 200 calories worth of oats as a pre-gym meal. So therefore, you're going into the gym a bit fuller, you should gain more performance because you've got more fuel going in, and the oats are kind of fibrous and pack you out anyway. That's the first week. 200 calories added, cardio comes down to 30 minutes daily. Technically, that still should be you in a bit of a deficit, so don't even be surprised if you didn't gain any weight. Now, you can have one off-plan meal when you're not in a dieting phase, but eat real food is the best piece of advice I could give you. Do not go and eat garbage. Do not go and eat processed food. Eat real food. Go and get a steak. Don't go eating random bits of garbage. You can have that one-off plan, and technically you should still be within that deficit. Now, when week 2 rolls around, you're going to add another 200 calories. Again, it can be to the pre-workout meal, or it can be 2 meals around the workout in the form of carbohydrates. If your fats end up getting taken quite low, then in that second increase of food, you can do a split. So let's say you've added 200 or 250 calories. You can do 60% of that is coming from carbs. The other 40% is going to fats to add more fats back into the diet. With your cardio, I'd still keep it at 30 minutes. again, you train for 7 days, you track your scale weight, it might even still be down or at least holding the same principle. Add again another 200 calories in the form of carbs and maybe fats. You're going to do this until you get back to your true maintenance calories. How do you know it's your true maintenance? Because you will not move on the scale. Don't go off what a calorie calculator says. That's pointless. You've been tracking and eating food for a prolonged period now. That's going to be void. The most accurate means is you actually doing this. Now, at that point, you can come down to 20 minutes of cardio per day. And eventually, when you go into a maintenance or a gaining phase, around 100 minutes of cardio per week, heart rate 120 to 130, is going to be enough to keep your heart health in a good space. Never completely extract cardio out unless you're in peak bulk and you're like absolutely struggling to get more weight on, then fine. But otherwise, you're going to keep your cardio in. The point of the matter is, you're staircasing your food out. Do not jump straight to maintenance. Technically, mathematically, it should work, but from what I've seen, it just doesn't. You just balloon up more. It's much better to slowly increase the food, but it is tough. This process will take around 4 to 6 weeks post hitting the end of the diet. But if you can execute that, you will keep the physique for a very, very, very long time. So the job is not done once you get the abs. The job is done once you have the abs, you've kept the abs, and you're back to eating a normal amount of food. You're at maintenance calories. And again, you can enjoy one-off planned meal per week. You don't like. I know I say this is a lifestyle, and it absolutely is. And for 90% of the time, you will be on a plan, or your version of that. But you can still have that one-off planned meal. That's okay. We're human beings. You're supposed to go out and enjoy life. You're supposed to travel. You're supposed to cut around the world. You're supposed to enjoy nice things. But just think of it like this. You didn't think, I'm going to eat garbage. I'm going to do stuff that's going to be poor for my health. No, I got in good shape for my health. I can still enjoy a social event, but I can eat good quality foods. That's the way you want to review this. And I can tell you now, once you've kept that off for a prolonged period of time, you will feel so much better about yourself versus taking the quick fix mindset of, I just did it for a photo, eating loads of food, balloon back up, and now I have to cut again, which is a problem. So that's how you're going to maintain your six-pack once you achieve it. If you want me to do this for you, there'll be links in the description. Come and join us at the Gorilla Platoon. You will be coached by one of our members to ultimately get you the six-pack and then how to keep it long-term. If you found this video of value, great. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you tomorrow.